What up, shit? Timmons here. Well, looks like Shia LaBeouf is soon to be getting back to the saddle here, because it's been reported to Deadline that he is being in talks to star alongside Oscar-winning actor Anthony Hopkins, which they've actually worked together before. Like they were in that Emil Ezra's Robert F. Kennedy film called Bobby years ago, but they didn't really share any scenes in that. So, but they are in talks to star in this upcoming film. This is the actual title. Bruno Penguin and the Staten Island Princess. That's the full title there. The film is said to be directed by Nick Cassavates, who is best known for directing movies like Alpha Dog and The Notebook. Now, the film will be scripted by Dana Barnes and Ned Zaman. Bruno Penguin is based on the Vanity Fair article from the Ladder, which tells us the true story of an adventurous Swiss photographer, Bruno uh, Zander, a superior artist who spent the last 20 years of his life in Antarctica. This is actually going to be the first major Hollywood film to be shot in Antarctica, by the way, so that's interesting. Photographing emperor penguins. He was obsessed by them. Their kindness, the way they live, their deep levels of affections for another. Bruno spent his life trying to tame how to communicate with them, and over time, the colonies grew to know him and return to his fondness. He became so obsessed that he legally changed his name to Bruno Penguin, and found great success, both creatively and financially, with his photographs. Bruno was also involved in an incredible decades-long romance, mainly long distance, as she did not pretty much share his desire to live in Rain here. Uh, he puts his romance on off for years, always in Antarctica, always chasing penguins, and ultimately just before moving back home, he got caught in a great Arctic whiteout and froze to death. Before his passing in 1997, his Franklin his Franklin sojourners in Antarctica resulted in photographers that won several awards, including the United Nations Environment Protection Prize and the British Broadcasting System's Wildlife Photographer of the Year. Hopkins will play the role of Ben Windsor, a legendary art agent with Rick Dugdale and Dan Petrie producing it. Doesn't say who who Shia LaBeouf is gonna play. You know, take I've said this before. Shia LaBeouf, uh, he he's a little bit of a nutcase. I would admit, like he's usually problematic. Take that aside, I've always found Shia LaBeouf to be a terrific actor. You know what? Yeah, he was in Transformers. Take that aside. Whether you talk about American Honey, Fury, which by the way, Fury, he actually outacted opposite Brad Pitt. Of course, Honey Boy, which he could have got an Oscar nomination, but I feel like because of like the controversy surrounding Shia, that sort of messed up his nomination. I mean, he's been in some really terrific stuff. So I'm really intrigued to see him in this, and having Anthony Hopkins in this, that piques my interest. So I don't know. This sounds like be really intriguing to check out. I love a good true story film. Don't know much about it. But hey, I'm all for this. And Anthony Hopkins he's literally in his 80s and he's still making movies. So God bless Anthony Hopkins, you know? But let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on the soundings of Bruno and the Staten Island Princess? Do you know much about the true story it's based on? Do you like the sound of it? Do you like the idea of Anthony Hopkins and Shia LaBeouf starring this? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is him.